let's take a look at an integration between IronSight and Cygnet. We'll look at a typical fluid hauling scenario where we want to automatically create jobs based on tank fluid levels reported by Cygnet. Here in the admin portal, if we navigate to the Sensors tab, we can see a table with a whole bunch of sensors. All of the sensor data is automatically brought into IronSight from Cygnet. We can see here on the right some spark lines showing us the recent data readings from each sensor. It's really easy to get this sensor data to show up in Dispatch Hub. All we have to do is link the sensor to a location. We can provide a few other custom configurations as well. Here I'm specifying the tank height and a conversion factor that allows us to convert the height of the fluid in the tank to barrels. Now if we jump back over to Dispatch Hub and find that location, we can see a new Sensors tab with a chart showing us the current fluid levels. This is super helpful information for dispatchers, but it's even more powerful if we can predict when the fluid in the tank will reach a certain level and automatically create jobs at those times. Back in the admin portal, let's click on that sensor, and this time we're going to add a trigger. The trigger defines what criteria we're looking for when determining if we should create a job. I'm going to leave these as the default values. This is just saying we want to create a job when the tank levels reach 150 barrels, and we're going to be looking 7 days into the future when making those predictions. Now let's configure the type of job we want. You can think of this as the job template. When the trigger is activated, it will create a job that has all of these parameters. We'll fill out all of the fields you'll typically see on a job: tags, cost centers, activities, locations, and if you have a preferred vendor that always services particular locations, you can configure them to be auto-assigned on the job. Okay, that was it. Let's go back to Dispatch Hub and look at our location again. We can now see that our chart has been updated. Here in the dark section, we see the real values of the fluid, a marker where we are today, and in the light section, we see the predicted future values. And we can see our tank is expected to reach our configured threshold on this date, and we can see the job has been already created and scheduled for that date. What's cool about this is as the flow rate changes in the tank, we may need to reschedule the job. IronSight will be able to do that for us automatically. But we can take this one step further with auto-approval integrations. Let me show you a job that has been already completed and approved earlier today. I have an auto-approval integration running in the background, and whenever a job is submitted for approval, it's going to see if that job meets certain requirements. This could be anything like ensuring the correct line items, ensuring the correct rates are used, looking at geolocation events, did the worker actually visit the correct location. In the example here, the disposal site has a meter, and that measured the amount of fluid dropped off, and it matched the quantity of fluid that was specified on the job. We could also look at the Cygnet data and see a drop in the fluid level for that tank of the expected amount. This is just one example of how you can use automations within IronSight to request, schedule, and approve work. Thanks for watching.